Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a full moon reading for all you lovely Cancers out there, guided by the moon. I don't know, I always think of Cancers when I think of the moon. I know it's your ruling, well, it's not planet, your ruling planetary, not really planetary body, satellite. We are going to look full moon in Libra. As we're approaching Halloween, belief is that on the 31st, the veil is the thinnest between our world and the spiritual world, and the other world. So we're going to take a look at where the veil is being lifted for you, where the veil is thinning. We're going to look at where to show gratitude, what's manifested over the past 2 weeks, get some insight, guidance, clarity there. And then I'm going to take a look at the magic and wisdom of this moon phase for you, Cancer. And I feel like, I don't know, just because you're Cancers and this is the magic and wisdom of the moon phase of the moon, I feel like those messages might be fairly strong for you. But let's see what comes out. And the first section, again, where to show gratitude. And I'm kind of doing this. The full moon is a time, like one of the symbolic meanings of the full moon is time to show gratitude. But the gratitude card, the gratitude oracle card, came up for almost every sign during the new moon and first quarter moon readings. So that's why I was really drawn to do a section on where to show gratitude, because I felt like it was a overall energy that needed to be addressed. So we have where to show gratitude. We have the 9 of Hazards, which are pentacles. In this deck, I'm using the Zombie Tarot. Halloween. Plus, I really like this deck, actually. 9 of Hazards and Judgment. where to show gratitude. You could have had an awakening when it comes to your own independence. This could have been an independence that you were forced into. That's why it's saying to show gratitude. For me, a lot of times where, right, these cards come up to say where to show gratitude because it's trying to direct your attention to something that you might be having a hard time being grateful for. And gratitude is the highest frequency that we can vibrate at. So it's kind of like the cards, spirit coming out and saying, hey, look over here. It might have upset, you might be upset about this situation, hold some resentment, hold some uncomfortable feelings about it, but show gratitude. It was for your greater good. So 9 of Hazards, this is an independent energy, but it's also very protected. And in this deck, there's a supermarket here, but this woman is in the supermarket shopping. There's a zombie, right? The undead. The outside, but it's not bothering her. She's not paying attention to it. She's looking at it, but it's almost like she's looking through it, like it's and the other person is just looking at the groceries. And they're getting zombie feed. They have more than enough. The 9 of Pentacles is meant to represent that you have more than enough. With Judgment and Awakening, and this is a pretty intense Judgment card here. Here comes the bomb. That's what I mean. This was shocking. It's surprising to you that you have more than enough. You had to be shown that. We'll see what else comes out when we clarify. Because the 9 of Pentacles can be a card, sometimes a love reading. It's a single person. It's a solo energy. Someone that has gotten, achieved all that they has all their pentacles because of the hard work they have done. It's independent, self-reliant. So it's possible that you had to become self-reliant financially as well because of the end of a relationship, and you realize that you have more than you thought you did. We have the 5 of Cups coming up under where the veil is being lifted or thinned for you as we approach Halloween. This section has been an area in which it's almost like you can experience something at an accelerated speed because the veil is thinner, because you can see more. If you've gone through a loss, a death recently, you're going to be able to mourn that quicker, Cancer. And I feel like there's something important about the child here. You're going to be able to help guide a younger energy through this process as well. You're going to be shown maybe a younger energy that you need to help, possibly someone from the past. You need to help them get away from a situation. It's from a situation that's unhealthy for them. We'll see more as we clarify. We have the Eight of Wands coming out under magic and wisdom of this moon phase for you. Your magic and wisdom is going to come within quick movement. By moving quickly, I feel like you dodge a lot of obstacles being thrown at you. But I feel like the message here is to move quickly through them. It's like if you stop and pause, that's where something stops working. It's like momentum is your friend right now. Okay, let's see. What's this Nine of Hazards and Judgment? What's this Nine of Hazards and Judgment? Sorry, my allergies are acting up today. If I'm a bit congested, sound a bit off. That is why. Oh, something flipped over here. Okay. The Emperor. The Emperor with the Nine of Hazards. Yeah. You had to become your own protector. See, interesting. Again, this is someone protecting a child. There's something here, Cancer placements, about you protecting and guiding a younger energy. But where to be grateful here, the Emperor coming out, the Nine of Hazards, your own independence. It's like you were asked, you had to step up to the plate. You had to become the head of household. You had to, go, bring the bacon home and fry it up in the pan kind of deal. It's like you had to become a one person show. And there was a child here, I feel, that you had that also was part of this. And child could be a younger energy. When I say child, it doesn't need to be like a toddler age. There's someone younger that you're protecting and guiding through this journey. Okay, let's see. What is Judgment? What is this Judgment energy? Well, the Queen of Cups came out first. What else is here? Put this one down. It was the Eight of Hazards. We will remember that. See, Judgment with the Queen of Cups. This is your energy, Cancer. I think of the Queen of Cups as Cancer's, specifically Cancer's court card, even though it could be any water sign, Scorpio or Pisces. But the Queen of Cups is very nurturing. She's eating, she's a zombie here. She's eating a brain. And I feel like symbolically, it's because the Queen of Cups is more about emotion. I'm getting just here that she's not really concerned about the thoughts. I feel like you be grateful for your emotions. Also, if you've gone on a vacation recently, if it didn't turn out the way you planned, still saying to show gratitude that you were able to get away, even if something catastrophic happened on the vacation. But there's something to be grateful for when it comes to your emotions, your ability to see them, recognize them. Right, the water is our subconscious and emotions in tarot. And she's by the beach. She's very comfortable by her emotions. And I feel like that's you, Cancer. That's you, very comfortable, excuse me, like defining your emotions. You know what they are, you know what they look like, and that's what you, it's like your guiding star. That's what I'm getting. Okay, we have the Fool with the Five of Cups coming out here. The Fool. You're going to be shown, I'm getting false beginnings. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is the Fool and the Knight of Wands, very confident energy, but together with the Five of Cups, almost feels reckless. There's no real goal. It's just kind of going where the wind takes you. Trusting. Both cards are really about being confident. The Fool is blind faith. The Knight of Wands is very confident. But this is with the Five of Cups. There's a sadness. And this is where the veil is being lifted for you. I feel like you're going to be able to see false beginnings very easily. Like you're not going to be able to be fooled by, like, I'm almost getting by a con man, by someone overly confident. It's not going to fool you this time. You're not going to go down the path. You're not just going to take a leap of faith. And Knight of Wands, because I feel like you're seeing, like, look where that got me. The Five of Cups. And with the Fool here, the Fool can be a card of children for me as well. You know, maybe you ended up, you were in a relationship, you had a child with someone, and I don't feel like it's that person coming back, but I feel like while you're finally mourning this and kind of picking up the pieces to move on, a similar energy comes in. Almost feels like a test from the universe. Like they're gonna, like here's another overly confident person who isn't going to stand by their word, who's going to leave you sad, resentful because they didn't show up when they said they would. They left you hanging. They were busy doing other things. But it's the same, the same kind of person that hurt you before could be coming back in again, and I feel like you're going to be able to see it much clearer. Eight of Wands with the World. No, almost. Okay, take both of those. So we have the Eight of Wands with the World, Death, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, something is absolutely, definitely changing in your home environment. You're moving quickly. You're traveling quickly. You're getting out of Dodge quickly. Something came in. I don't think you're moving, actually. Well, you could be with the Eight of Wands. Something is happening quickly. I think something entered your world quickly. This is a really interesting world card, I think. Something entered your world quickly that, destroyed some sort of happy family situation that you had going on, right? Whatever it was, it ended it. But death is transformation as well. And the Four of Wands came out. Again, a card of home. Something in your home. So I feel like, Cancer, what's happening is you're quickly taking this, I said catastrophic over here with Judgment, but this World card too. You're quickly taking whatever just bombarded your life and ended a happy cycle. That's what this feels like. Ended it, but you're having to transmute this energy still in the home. I feel like you're still where the catastrophe happened. I really hope this is making sense. You're still there. You just had to you had to take this bad situation, and with death you had to make it good. You had to turn something that was really painful into a celebration, into a party. Or, well, this is the magic and wisdom of your moon phase, right? So this is, if you're going through something, I would say this advice, like the moon. I told you, I knew, Cancer, for you, this magic and wisdom of the moon phase was going to be the most intense area, because you're the most connected to the moon, you know. I'm a Cancer moon. That's one of the reasons I do the readings by the cycles of the moon for the most part, because Cancer moon, you know, Cancer Venus, I've got some Cancer placements, and but yeah, the Cancer moon thing. Okay, so then we have the Magician at the bottom. Now, this Magician card, I love that this came out because, yeah, wow, with the star behind it. This is what I'm saying. You're turning the Magician. You're taking something that was bad and transmuting that energy, the Magician, manifesting it into something hopeful, optimistic, almost into something respectable. Maybe someone came in and really destroyed your home. I got a similar message for Aries. Cancer, I don't know if you have any Aries placements, or you might want to check out the Aries reading. This specifically, the same place in this moon area, was that something in their home was just was not, you know, but they were taking care of it. It's a similar energy. Yours is a little more subtle, because you are not, there's something less fiery, you know, you're a water sign. Anyway, really turning a negative into a positive here. With the Nine of Hazards and the Emperor. Nine of Hazards and the Emperor, way to show gratitude with the Two of Wands. You got out of dodge of something. You moved away from something before it was very painful, is what I feel like. Because this Judgment card, Judgment is an awakening. I feel like you had an awakening and moved away. You became independent before some sort of energy could get your money. Possibly the Nine of Hazards. Do something to make it so that you couldn't be independent, right? That would have to do with your financial stability. Because without being able to afford being independent, it's difficult to be financially independent if you don't have the financial resources. So I feel like you, even though you might be spending more money right now, I feel like you moved away from a situation that would have taken away your, would have taken away your autonomy, Cancer. Judgment with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Wands again. The Four of Wands energy here. The Four of Wands energy is about the home and hearth. Celebration. It's like a homecoming. Be grateful that you had some sort of awakening about your home. This was not an easy awakening, whatever this was, because you're independent now because of it. So something left, an energy left, right? But you walked away from it, I think. But either way, there's an energy that's out of your life now that you lived with. I really think this happened in your home. That's where to show gratitude. Okay, with this Five of Cups. What is this Five of Cups? Knight of Cups. Someone you loved in the past. Yeah, someone you put Cancers, for some of you, someone you had a child with. Look at that. We have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You again. With the King of Coins. Could have been with an earth sign. Wow, yeah, it's really done. Ten of Swords. It's dead, done, and over. The Four of Swords. You're resting. Oh, look. And there's a new love offer. Okay. This Knight of Cups. Five of Cups. Cancer, some of you could actually be mourning the loss of past loved ones. Possibly a child. I'm sorry if that's the case. But it does look like that for some of you. But for others, this is just mourning. This is mourning the loss of someone you once loved that has passed away. A love interest, someone you dated, someone you were married to, possibly. With all this other energy that's coming out. Or could be, again, someone coming back around. Someone you were with before coming back around. I didn't really get it was the same person, but with that card coming out a little bit. What's this Fool? Because the Three of Wands, they are traveling to you. And it's like you're going to be able to see the deception. Look at that, with the Eight of Wands here. Quickly, you're standing your ground. You're going to be able to see the deception from a mile away. Like if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, I feel like you have like strength of sight right now. Like you can just really see what's coming. You might even be doing some traveling for some of you. Some of you, you're being, by mourning something, you are being shown a new beginning. And you're going to move towards it very quickly. This could be a new beginning overseas. This could be, yeah, maybe that vacation. If you haven't taken a vacation, might be traveling overseas. What is this Knight of Wands energy? What is the Knight of Wands? Seven of Cups. Very dreamy energy. Yeah, if for some of you, if this is someone coming back from the past, because we have two knights here, movement. They're coming in. It's a very dreamy energy. They don't really know what they want. They might be very attractive. I feel like this would be a very aloof person. Someone very kind of in their own, that lives in their own little, they have a very vivid inner life. That's what I'm getting. But again, I feel like you're going to see this. I feel like you're not going to, be careful. Don't fall for the confusion, the veil. Interesting. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck again, this time with the Two of Cups. Yeah, quick messages from someone. It feels like someone from the past, Cancer. For others of you that are taking a trip, you are going on an adventure, and you're just kind of going where the wind takes you. You're not, I feel like this is kind of this energy of like having a map on the wall and throwing a dart and seeing where it lands, and that's where you're going to go. Some of you are being freed to like do that. You're being shown a more whimsical energy about yourself once this mourning is done, which I think again will happen at an accelerated pace. Eight of Wands, this Eight of Wands here that just keeps popping up under the bottom of the deck. The Chariot, your energy, Cancer, there you are, moving away quickly. You could be moving homes. For some of you, you are. But for others of you, I feel like it's really just taking the reins of this chaotic energy and taming it down. It's like you're taming something. Like, kind of like Leo energy, that like taming the beast. I feel like that is part of it. You're having to, because again, like it's like you have to, there's something about you having to stay where you are. The Nine of Cups with the World. So this, whatever this shocking thing is that happened, it feels like you've gained some sort of wisdom from this. And you realize that, again, you're turning a negative into a positive. You're like, no, this is a wish fulfillment. This is what I've always wanted. Even if, Cancer, this could sound weird, even if it isn't what you've always wanted, it's like you convinced yourself this is what you've always wanted. You've always wanted this meteor to come in and try and destroy your home and everything that you've ever worked for in your relationship. I'm not saying that's what happened, but this card is very dramatic. So I feel like even if it's that bad, you're like, nope, this was my wish. This is what I've wanted all along. I feel like you've really convinced yourself of that. Like you really did have to be very strong-minded in order to get over this, but you're being patient too. I feel like you're weathering a storm very well. Let's see death with the Lovers. Yeah, this relationship ended. But this is, you're being aligned. You're being moved to your divine path with the Lovers. Lovers for me is divine alignment. Could have been someone even that you worked with. But this is over, but it's aligning you. You could, maybe you're becoming more aligned with, if you live with other people and this is an energy that is not living with you anymore, you're becoming more aligned with energies that do live with you, or they don't have to live with you, but that are in your environment, is what I'm getting with the Four of Wands. King of Wands. And the Nine of Coins. This is the third time now. These readings have been kind of wild. I'm going to do a collective reading because there's been interesting things happening. This is the second time that the first card that came out here, Nine of Pentacles, is the last card that came out over here. That we've started and ended with the same card. Very bizarre. The Four of Wands with the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This is that Leo energy I was talking about. I don't even remember where I was referencing it here. Oh, the taming. Taming the fire, right? There's fire behind him. He's not afraid of it. He's fearless. He's also a leader. You are the leader now. You're the leader of the house. I mean, and you're single. It's to me, this is like such a clear message. You are the King of Wands. And, right, you're both the leader and the single person, right? And the single woman or man. That's right. The sex is not important. It's the energies here. In a very receiving energy with the Nine of Pentacles, ready to give, also ready to receive, willing to do both, right? I think, well, with the Nine of Pentacles, she has 3 pentacles that she can give, that she is willing to give. But, you know, if she doesn't receive anything back, she's going to move on because she knows what she's worth. The King of Wands is a leader. He's seen in public. He inspires people. He's also independent. I would say this is not a micromanaging leader. He values his independence. And it came out with the home. It's like you're really finding your place in, again, if it's not your home, then it's in your environment. Something, because the Four of Wands is here too. Something in your environment, if it's not your home, but I really feel like it is, Cancer. Wow, the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. But something in your home changed, judgment, like a bomb, right? It just, someone hit the button. Here it is, and it will never be the same again. It can't be the same again. It's not possible. Too much was destroyed and changed and obliterated. And not destroyed, and when I say changed, right, the land will never be the same there after this bomb hits. So that's what happened in your home or in your environment. The land, like, it will not be the same. At least certainly not anytime soon. You know, I don't know, maybe in like hundreds of thousands of years or something. But, you know, like here, like the judgment card, like this is radiation. You know, this is something that came in. And I feel like it took all of your strength to just like eat your thoughts. And eat the thoughts of other people. You had to exhibit a lot of grace here, Cancer. And that's come up for you a few times recently. I think that's the word grace is in the title of one of your videos. Possibly for this moon cycle that we're in. Might be. All right, Cancers, I'm going to go ahead and end here with an oracle card from the Astrology deck. We have houses, planets, and signs here. Can I get, all right, there we go. House. We have the 3rd house. Gemini's house. If you know your birth chart, you could look to the 3rd house. You might have some significant placements. The 3rd house. We have a telephone there with a feather. Third house, the house of communication, Gemini, right? Mercury sits there. We did just fairly recently come out of a Mercury retrograde, so maybe that's why it's saying to be grateful for this awakening. Things could be moving smoother now. There is a lot happening here, it feels like. Cancer. So the words here, the phrases, by making the right connections, the idea in question, get your ideas going. Now that's interesting because looking at this spread, Cancer, we have not a single sword card, not a single air element represented on this spread whatsoever. No, none. The Fool kind of, well, the Fool, because Aries, Uranus energy, trying something new, something different. But aside from this Fool energy, which is kind of like air, light energy, we have no. Maybe it's time to come back to your thoughts, right? I mentioned here, like, you had to eat the thoughts of others. It's time to find what your own thoughts are now. I think you are, though. And I really, if you're not, show gratitude for your independence, that you dodged a bullet, you got out of harm's way before something very bad happened. You got out of the way. You're the leader now. You're taking over. If maybe the gratitude will speed up your ideas, because I did get it in this section over here. And that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the reading, if it resonated, if it didn't resonate, anything in between. I would be thrilled to hear from you all. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely full moon.